The Vivo X100 Pro has a jaw-dropping camera. Its price tag is a little hefty. Then comes the plain Jane X100, while looking better, and it costs much lesser, better than its boring elder brother. Getting this level of a display at its price point, that is really mind-blowing. It can even run circles around an iPhone 15 camera system. Once you start using this phone, start feeling like a photography legend. The Vivo X100 Pro has a jaw-dropping camera. Calling this camera system outstanding would be putting it mildly, but there's one little problem. Its price tag is a little hefty. But then comes the plain Jane X100. It can do most of the stuff the X100 Pro can while looking better, and it costs much lesser. So win-win, right? The X100 comes in this really soothing blue color, and you get this gentle circular pattern out here. It looks really nice and definitely much better than its boring elder brother. Now this phone is very ergonomic. Because of these curved edges, it nestles very easily in the palm of your hands, and this crescent moon designed camera island on the back, it screams its photography credentials. What about this display? Well, it is the same stunning panel that was there on the X100 Pro. So top level of brightness, 3000 nits. And you know what? I don't mind praising this phone a little more than the X100 Pro, because getting this level of a display at its price point, that is really mind-blowing. So I binged on all the episodes of Reacher which have released so far. I caught up with all my CES coverage, saw all the keynotes, gamed a bit, and these supple haptics really kicked up the levels of immersion for me. Now I'm not going to delve deep into the performance aspect of this phone because the hardware is more or less the same, and Pooja has already covered that in the X100 Pro review. But you do get the Dimensity 9300 chip again, but this time around you get the V2 core processor and 16 GB of RAM, so it's ample horsepower. So what does this mean? It offers beastly performance. It can crush high fidelity games like a tank. Editing videos, not a problem. So sustained performance is not the best, but still I don't have a problem with this phone, because when it even throttles, it'll offer more performance than most other Android flagships out there. Now the battery life on this phone is interesting because its battery pack is slightly smaller than that of the X100 Pro. So a little less battery life, but still enough to get you through the day. Though, if you're going to keep playing Call of Duty Mobile all the day like my friend Siddharth Chauhan, then this phone is going to lose its juice quite quickly. Though, it does support 120 watt flash charging. So that is faster charging than the X100 Pro. So it can get juiced up in a jiffy in less than 30 minutes. Now what about the cameras? Well, this is where the X100 cuts some corners as compared to the X100 Pro. Its sensors aren't on the same level, particularly the main wide angle and the telephoto sensor, as the X100 Pro. Still, a very good camera system, arguably the best one in its price segment, just not mind-blowing. The Zeiss tuning does its magic, and it can even run circles around an iPhone 15 camera system. So that is saying something. Now in the video department, it falls a bit behind. Now the cinematic portrait mode has really realistic cutouts, but the resolution is capped at just 1080p. Come on Vivo, it is 2024 now. 1080p just doesn't cut it. Call and network quality was top-notch. I tested the phone in Delhi NCR, Though the software, yeah, well, that is bloatware city and it looks dated. Really high time to modernize the software, and Vivo, you really must drop the junkware. Spending upwards of 60,000 for this phone may sound like a hard sell, but once you start using this phone, you start feeling like a photography legend, and day-to-day tasks, it works almost flawlessly, and at the same time you're paying almost 30,000 lesser than the X100 Pro. So this one becomes the more sensible choice.